Good morning, first grade. I'm starting the day. Look what I have out. Hand sanitizer. Get those germs away. Well, good morning. We're going to start with our morning meeting this morning, and this kind of gives you an idea of what we have going on today. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. I miss you and hope you are all well. Here are today's assignments. 1, Writer's Workshop. 2, reading, and then you're going to answer your questions on Google. 3, math pages 465 to 470. 4, religion, you're going to watch Saddleback Kids video on Jesus' baptism. So that's what we've got going on today. I'm going to move right into the first thing, which is reading. So I'm going to go back to my reading group section, and we're going to look at some skills this morning. We've been talking about the long E sound, so we're going to continue that, and we're going to do some practice with our, oops, that's not what I wanted. I go right to reading. Okay, so we'll find that. There we go. I hope you are all feeling healthy and well and are ready to learn. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to start with a little bit of review this morning. We're going to talk about some phonics sounds and deciding whether phonics sounds are similar in the beginning, the middle, or the end of the word. So right now,
listen to the sounds in each of the words. Identify which sound is the same in all of them. Then, select one of the large boxes to indicate whether it's a beginning, middle, or ending sound.
Alright, so since you can't touch them, I will, and then you guys can just hold up your finger as to, is it the 1 beginning, 2 middle, 3 ending sound.
Meet, seal, peel.
Alright, meet, seal, peel. Hold up a finger to match. You should have said the second sound or the middle sound.
Cat, bag, mat.
Alright, so we're listening to 3 words again.
Cat, bag, mat.
First sound, middle sound, or ending sound. You should have put the middle sound. Good job if you did that.
B, C, tree.
Alright, now this is a little bit tricky because there's only 2 sounds in those words. So we have to look.
B, E, S, E, T, E.
Now that's going to help you figure out which sound is the same. Is it the beginning? These 2 do not have a middle sound, or is it the ending sound? 3.
E, E, E.
What do you think? Yay!
Feet, weep, meet.
Alright, again.
Feet, weep, meet.
First, beginning sound, middle sound, ending sound. Hopefully you picked the middle sound. You should be seeing a pattern to this.
Home, bone, phone. O, B, O, O,
Listen to the middle sound.
O.
There we go.
Pine, Ike, dime. Pine, Ike,
That should be bike. The computer's messes up.
dime.
So which sound is the same? Beginning, middle, or end?
Beat, feast, wheat.
Beat, feast, wheat.
E, e, e. Road, goat, bone.
Again, see the pattern? We're looking, it seems to be vowel sounds that are very, very similar or are the same.
O,
Yay! So we're looking at vowel sounds. Let's see if we finish the
Queen.
pattern.
wheel, sheep.
What do you think? Beginning, middle, end. And last one.
Time, lime, hive. I, l, I, I,
Yay! We did it! So we all worked on beginning, middle, and ending sounds, and all of those words had the middle sounds the same. And we're talking about the long E words. So we're going to look at some long E words up here. And you can see, if you can read with me, be, eat, each, meet, see, keep, deep, speak, chief, field, sneeze, bet, not a long E word, beat, fed, not a long E word, feed, hat, not a long E word, heat, train, not a long E word, play, not a long E word, took, not a long E word, bridge, not a long E word, and shape, not a long E word, and stone, not a long E word. So there are some long E, and you can see that there's different ways that the long E is spelled in these words. We have, if you look over here, we have just the plain old E. We have the EE. We have the EA. We have the IE. And those are some of the ways that you can, and if you remember from phonics, you can have the long E, consonant, silent E is one way. The other is EA, and again that's the silent A. You have IE, and that's a silent I. And then you have the double E as 4 different ways that you can make the long E sound. And I hope you remembered most of them. This is kind of a new one right here, the IE. And that doesn't follow any sort of rule. It's kind of our silly English language. It doesn't follow the rule of when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking in this particular one, but it does in some other words as well. All right, so there we have some long E words that you're going to be seeing in some of the stories that I'm going to be talking about today. Oops, I need to go back. All right, I need to look at the picture cards, and I'm going to read some of the picture cards with you. All right, come here. Here they are. All right. So we're looking at that picture. I'm going to make it big screen. There you go. You see a picture of a particular animal. These are gorillas. And these gorillas can work together, and you can see they kind of live in like a type of family. A gorilla family is called a troop. So these gorillas are walking in a troop and working together and taking care of the babies together and helping one another to stay alive and to keep each other safe. Animals do that a lot. I'm going to read to you a little bit about these animals. Okay. Many animals depend on others of their kind in order to survive. These animals live in groups that help each other. Gorillas live together in groups called troops. Each troop has about 9 to 20 animals in it. The head of the troop is an older, dominant male called a silverback. Gorillas stay together to find food. They also help each other stay clean by picking tiny insects out of their fur. A troop also plays together for protection. They stay and they work and they communicate with their voices. They can talk, but they make different sounds. A clucking sound may mean, "Let's play." But if a gorilla beats his chest and makes a huge, loud, hooting noise, it is a warning. This tells other gorilla groups or animals not to get too close. So that's a group of gorillas. Well, here you have a picture of some African wild dogs. See them right there. And I'm going to let her read to you if I can get it to go.
African wild dogs are another kind of animal that help each other. They live in groups called packs. There are between 6 and 20 dogs in each pack. These endangered animals find food together. The dogs hunt at dawn and at dusk. Running together, they make high, excited squeaks to tell each other where to find the rodents, antelopes, wildebeests, and other animals they hunt. They even move their big ears to point out which direction to go in. There are many aspects of their behavior that show that they are working as a group. The pack works together to care for the young dogs. If youngsters are present at a kill, they are allowed to eat first. Because mother wild dogs can give birth to up to 20 pups, feeding the young is a big job. All of the adult dogs need to hunt so that the pack has enough to eat. The adult dogs watch over each other's young too. They protect the little dogs from predators that might try to eat them. The adult male dogs babysit the pups in their dens.
All right, so if you need to review this, you can always go back on the video and re-listen to it, because I am going to be asking you some questions about these pictures on your Google Classroom for today's assignment. I'm going to go to the next one. Here we have, oh, I think these are so cute. These are baby penguins.
Emperor penguins live in big groups that help each other. These penguins live in Antarctica. Because it is very cold in Antarctica, the penguins huddle together to stay warm. This is beneficial to all the penguins. They take turns moving to the protected warm center of the group. After a penguin warms up a little, it moves back to the outside of the group. Then penguins on the outside can come into the middle. Mother and father emperor penguins help each other too. When a mother emperor penguin lays an egg, she leaves it with the father. Then the mother travels far away to find food. Meanwhile, the father penguin gently balances the egg on its feet and covers it with its warm feathers. In 2 months, the egg will hatch. That is when the mother returns with fish to feed the new chick. Now it is the father's turn to go look for food.
And I think we talked about this. In fact, we even showed how the father would hold the eggs between their feet, and that's how they would keep the egg warm. And we actually practiced watching that and doing that. This is a picture of dolphins. They are swimming in a group.
Dolphins help each other in many ways. These small whales travel together in groups called pods. Small pods have at least 5 dolphins, and large pods can have hundreds of dolphins. The dolphins in the pod help each other catch fish. The pod surrounds a group of fish. The dolphins swim around the fish very quickly, so that the tasty fish are packed together like a ball. Then the dolphins swim through the ball of fish, eating as they go. They do this by instinct. To communicate, dolphins make high-pitched whistles and squeaks. They make these noises to find each other and to warn each other when danger is near. Dolphins are very helpful to members of their pod that become hurt or sick. If a dolphin is attacked by another animal, such as a shark, the rest of the dolphins in the pod will stay near the hurt member. They may even try to fight back.
All right, so I think dolphins are one of kind of the most intelligent and interesting animals you can talk about. You guys could even look up dolphins on the computer or on Wikipedia and you could learn more about them. Our next, and that was our last video on here. Now remember, I'm going to ask you some questions on Google Classroom about these pictures and about what they've told us. So we're going to make sure you check on that for your assignment for today, because that's going to be what your work is on and your assignment is on. Now, we are going to, if I can get out of this. We are going to now switch to our math assignment. And I'm just going to continue on with the lessons. Now you would pause the video, do your work on this on Google Classroom, then you would come back to the video and you'd watch my math lesson that we're working on. As if you can remember that on this unit we were on, let's see if I need to get into math. Okay, and we did lesson 3 yesterday. So today we're doing problem solving, and in problem solving you're kind of doing you're actually doing word problems, and so you're drawing pictures or you are making tally marks to help you answer the question.
Problem solving strategy, guess and check. Tara sees 2 colors of birds. She sees a total of 32 birds. Which 2 colors of birds did she see? First, we need to understand the problem. We can do this by asking ourselves, what do I know? We know that Tara saw 2 colors of birds. We also know that she saw a total of 32 birds. Next, we can ask ourselves, what do I need to find? Let's circle the question, because we need to find which 2 colors of birds Tara saw. Now we need to choose a plan to solve the problem. One way we could find the answer is to guess and check. Now it's time to solve the problem. First, we can guess she saw blue birds and red birds. To check our guess, we can add 21 blue birds and 8 red birds. 21 blue birds plus 8 red birds equals 29 birds. That is not correct because she saw 32 birds. Now we can guess that maybe she saw red birds and yellow birds. Let's try it. 8 red birds plus 11 yellow birds equals 19 birds. That guess wasn't correct either, since 8 plus 11 was not equal to 32. Let's guess again. Maybe she saw blue birds and yellow birds. We can check our guess by adding 21 blue birds and 11 yellow birds. Hey, that guess is correct because Tara saw 32 birds. Now let's check our answer. We can see if our answer is reasonable by looking back at the problem. Tara saw blue birds and yellow birds. 21 blue birds and 11 yellow birds is a total of 32 birds. And that's how many Tara saw. So, our answer is reasonable.
Alright, so that is what you're working on today. And on your book, if you look at your book, which we're going to look right here, I'll go over to the other side. Alright, so we're looking at, I think it's lesson 4 in your book, and it's on page number, there we go, page number 465. Now remember, again, always look at your box. This whole page is showing you the steps for you to take to do problem solving, where you guess, you check, and you revise. Revise means to switch your answer around if you're not correct. Follow these directions right here and you'll have all of your information. They've already done this one for you. Understand that you underline what you know. So they underlined, Tay sees 2 colors of bowling balls. He sees 27 bowling balls in all. So they underlined that they already knew that. He sees 2 different colors of bowling balls, and they even have a picture over here. He also sees that there's 27 in all. So you're circling what you want to find out. So you're having to figure, how am I going to solve this problem? What am I going to do to figure out what colors equal 27? So I think an easy way to do it is to, especially if you write your numbers in a column, you can automatically, you have a 7, you have a 7, you have a 21. Now right now, you know that you have 27. So when I'm looking at this number, 7 plus 1 is 8. Is there an 8 in your ones place? No. So if there's not an answer 8 in your ones place, it can't be 7 plus 21. So we try a different number. Erase that, and we try something else. Let's try 21 plus 6. All right, remember you're adding your ones first. 6 plus 1. Is 6 plus 1 7? Ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is. Is 2 plus 0 2? Ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is. So your answer is going to be that they saw blue and they saw pink colors of balls that they added up to be 27. Is it reasonable? It's the same answer, so definitely reasonable. So that's what you're going to be practicing on the next page. So when you go to the next page, this is all going to be your practice. So you have, and they've even given you step-by-step instructions on the first page right here. Here's your problem. Here's what you're doing. And here are where your answers go. Okay, so you're going to go ahead to your workbook page, and you're going to be doing page 466, 467, 468, and 469 is your homework page. So you're going to be doing those pages on your own. I will only be collecting and getting the grades from your check your progress page when we review. And this is not check your progress, so this is just a practice page. So try to do your best on it, and you can send me pictures of it if you are unsure, or ask me questions if you are unsure if you're doing it correctly. But I think you guys can do it. I know you can. Alrighty guys, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.